Hello everyone, welcome to Success Education. Today we'll be doing the workbook solution for social science for standard 8, chapter number 7, following the Mahatma part 1. Before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please do subscribe it for more videos. So we'll continue with the MCQs first. First one, why did Gandhiji go to South Africa? It's option number D for practicing law. Second, when did Gandhiji return to India from South Africa? It's option number D in 1915. Third, which ashram did Gandhiji establish first in Ahmedabad? It's option number B, Satyagrah Ashram. Fourth, which Satyagrah did Gandhiji conduct in Bihar in 1917? It's option number C, Champaran Satyagrah. Fifth, in which village of Champaran did Gandhiji stay to protest against the injustice? It's option number C, Motihari. Sixth, who undertook the leadership of the Kheda Satyagrah 1917 to 1918? It's option number A, Mahatma Gandhi. Seventh, who was Gandhiji's chief supporter in the Kheda Satyagrah? It's option number A, Vallabhbhai Patel. Eighth, due to which Satyagrah did Gandhiji find a committed and devoted leader like Vallabhbhai Patel? It's option number D, Kheda Satyagrah. Ninth, which was the first struggle of the entire nation against the British? It's option number B, Rowlatt Act Satyagrah. 10th, due to which incident did Gandhiji lose all faith in British justice and sense of fairness? It's option number A, Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. 11th, how did Gandhiji start the non-cooperative movement? It's option number C, by returning the title of Kaisar-e-Hind. 12th, at which village in Uttar Pradesh did a violent incident take place during the non-cooperation movement? It's option number D, at Chauri Chaura. 13, in which city is Jallianwala Bagh located? It's option number A, Amritsar. 14th, on which day did Jallianwala Bagh massacre take place? It's option number A, on 13th April 1919, that is Baisakhi. 15th, who was responsible for the Jallianwala Bagh massacre? It's option number D, General Dyer. 16th, in which year did the Bardoli Satyagrah take place? It's option number B, in 1928. 17th, of which Satyagrah did Vallabhbhai Patel accept leadership? It's option number B, Bardoli. 18th, what title did Vallabhbhai Patel earn after the success of Bardoli Satyagrah? It's option number A, Sardar. 19th, for the Satyagrah, at which place marked on the map did Vallabhbhai Patel earn the title of Sardar? It's option number B, Bardoli. 20, on the banks of which river is in Lahore was the resolution for Purna Swaraj, that is complete independence, passed? It's option number C, Ravi. 21, under whose presidency was the resolution for complete independence passed? It's option number C, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's. 22, on which day was the Constitution of Free India enforced? It's option number C, on 26 January 1950. 23rd, which historic event does the place marked on the map remind us of? It's option number D, Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Now we'll continue with question number 2, that is fill in the blanks. First one, Gandhiji went to South Africa to practice law. Second, Satyagrah is the manner of fighting against injustice with truth and non-violence. Third, Gandhiji was successful in the fight against the racial discrimination in South Africa. Fourth, Gandhiji established the Satyagrah Ashram at Kochrab in Ahmedabad on 25th May 1915. Fifth, after 2 years, Gandhiji shifted to Satyagrah Ashram on the banks of the Sabarmati River. Sixth, the Champaran region of Bihar was famous for its mango plantations. Seventh, Gandhiji decided to look into the question of the farmers of Champaran on the request of Rajkumar Shukla. 8th, Gandhiji stayed at the Motihari village at Champaran and conducted the Champaran Satyagrah. 9th, the farmers conducted the Kheda Satyagrah against the British government under the leadership of Gandhiji. 10th, on Gandhiji's advice, Vallabhbhai Patel gave up his law practice and joined the Kheda Satyagrah. 11th, the England were victorious in the First World War. 12th, Gandhiji called the Rowlatt Act the Black Act. 13th, Jallianwala Bagh is situated in Amritsar. 14th, during the First World War, the Sultan of Turkey was the head of Islam. 15th, Mahatma Gandhi started the non-cooperation movement by giving up the title of Kaisar-e-Hind. 16th, due to the violent incident that took place in the village of Chauri Chaura, Gandhiji withdrew the non-cooperative movement. 17th, there wasn't a single Indian in the Simon Commission. 18th, Vallabhbhai Patel accepted the leadership of the Bardoli Satyagraha. 19th, due to the success of Bardoli Satyagraha, Vallabhbhai Patel earned the title of Sardar. 20. Pandit Motilal Nehru was the chairman of the committee formed to frame the Constitution of India. 21. The British government rejected the Nehru report because the Muslim League did not accept it. 22. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of the convention organized at Lahore by the Congress Committee in 1929. 23. In 1929, the Congress passed the resolution of complete freedom on the banks of river Ravi in Lahore. 24. The Congress Committee took the oath of complete independence on 26 January 1930. Now we'll continue with question number 3, that is true or false. First one, Gandhiji established the Satyagraha Ashram at Kochrab on 25th May 1920. It is false. Second, the Champaran region of Bihar was famous for its mango plantations. It is true. Third, the British government announced the Rowlatt Act after the Second World War. It is false. Fourth, Gandhiji started the freedom movement on the lines of non-cooperation. It is false. Fifth, there wasn't a single Indian in the Simon Commission. It is true. Sixth, Mahatma Gandhi was against a violent revolution. It is true. Seventh, the Constitution of Free India was enforced on 15th August 1947. It is false. Now we'll continue with question number 4, that is match the following. First one, Champaran, it's option number 3, Bihar. Second, Natal, it's option number 5, South Africa. Third one, Amritsar, it's option number 2, Punjab. Fourth one, Chauri Chaura, it's option number 1, Uttar Pradesh. Fifth one, Lahore, it's option number 4, Pakistan. Now we'll continue with question number 5, again match the following. First one, 1917, it's option number 4, Champaran Satyagraha. Second, 1919, it's option number 3, Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. Third one, 1920, it's option number 1, Non-Cooperative Movement. Fourth one, 1927, it's option number 6, Simon Commission. Fifth one, 1928, it's option number 2, Bardoli Satyagraha. Now we'll continue with question number 6, answer in 1 or 2 sentences. First one, why did Gandhiji go to South Africa? Gandhiji went to South Africa to practice law after acquiring the degree of a barrister. Second one, which were the 2 main aspects of Satyagraha? Truth and non-violence were the 2 main aspects of Satyagraha. Third one, what did Gandhiji do on the advice of Gopal Krishna Gokhale? Gandhiji toured the whole of India and tried to understand the needs, the plight and the conditions of the people on the advice of Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Fourth one, where and when did Gandhiji establish an ashram in Ahmedabad? Gandhiji established Satyagraha Ashram in Kochrab, Ahmedabad, Gujarat on 25th May 1915. Fifth one, where is Champaran located? What was it famous for? Champaran was a place in Bihar near Nepal in the foothills of the Himalayas. It was famous for plantation. Sixth one, who undertook the leadership of the Kheda Satyagraha 1917 to 1918? Gandhiji undertook the leadership of the Kheda Satyagraha 1917 to 1918. Seventh one, what were the benefits of the Kheda Satyagraha even though it did not yield much result? The farmers became aware, fearless and courageous. The most important outcome was that the nation and Gandhiji got a devoted and committed leader like Vallabhbhai Patel. Eighth one, why did Gandhiji call the Rowlatt Act as the Black Act? The Rowlatt Act had total control over the fundamental rights of expressions and freedom of speech of every individual. It also gave more powers and rights to the British police, so Gandhiji called the Rowlatt Act as the Black Act. Ninth one, when and why was a meeting held in Jallianwala Bagh? To pay tribute to the martyrs who had been victims of British exploitation and also to protest against the arrest of popular leaders like Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kitlu. A meeting was organized on 13th April 1919 on the day of Baisakhi full moon night at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. 10th one, who were the main leaders of the Khilafat movement? The main leaders of the Khilafat movement were the Ali brothers, Maulana Shaukat Ali and Maulana Muhammad Ali. 11th one, What is non-cooperation? Non-cooperation is a form of protest. It means refusal to cooperate. 12th one, when and under whose leadership was the non-cooperation movement started? In 1920 AD, the non-cooperation movement was started under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. 13th one, which were the two main features of the non-cooperation movement? The two main features of the non-cooperation movement were first one boycott and second one creative. 14th one, which national educational institutions were established to facilitate education during the non-cooperation movement? So, during the non-cooperation movement, many national educational institutions like Gujarat Vidyapeeth, Bihar Vidyapeeth, Kashi Vidyapeeth, Jamia Millia Islamia Vidyapeeth, Tilak Vidyapeeth, etc. were established. 15th one, why did all the political parties of India decide to boycott the Simon Commission? In the 7 members of Simon Commission, all the members were British. There wasn't a single Indian representative. Therefore, all the political institutions of India boycotted the Simon Commission. 16th one, with which slogan did the protesters welcome the members of the Simon Commission? The members of the Simon Commission were welcomed with black flags and slogan Simon Go Back by the protesters. 17th, who accepted the leadership of Bardoli Satyagrah? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel accepted the leadership of Bardoli Satyagrah. 18th one, which activists helped in the Bardoli Satyagrah? Ravi Shankar Maharaj and Jagat Ram Dave helped in the Bardoli Satyagrah. 19th, why did Gujaratis give the title of Sardar to Vallabhbhai Patel? Gujaratis gave the title of Sardar to Vallabhbhai Patel because of the success of Bardoli Satyagrah. 20. Under whose chairmanship was a committee formed in 1928 for framing the Constitution of India? Under the chairmanship of Motilal Nehru was a committee formed in 1928 for framing the Constitution of India. 21. Why did the British government not accept the Nehru report? The Muslim League expressed their disagreement with the Nehru report, so the British government did not accept it. 22. When, where, and under whose chairmanship did the Congress pass the resolution for complete independence? In December 1929, under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Congress passed a resolution of complete freedom on the banks of River Ravi in Lahore. 23. When did the Congress Convention take the Pledge of Freedom? Congress Convention took the Pledge of Freedom on 26 January 1930. 24. On which day was the Constitution of Free India enforced? Why was this day chosen? Members took the oath of complete freedom on 26 January 1930. Hence, to commemorate this day, the Indian Constitution was enforced on 26 January 1950. Now we'll continue with question number 7. Answer the following question in brief. Why did Gandhiji withdraw the non-cooperation movement, or give reason Gandhiji withdrew the non-cooperation movement? In 1922 AD, the angry farmers of Chauri Chaura village of Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh revolted against the sudden uncontrolled firing done by the police on a peaceful rally and set fire to a police station. All the 22 policemen inside were killed. Due to this violent incident, Gandhiji withdrew the non-cooperation movement. Now we'll continue with question number 8. Write short notes on the following. First one is Kheda Satyagrah. Kheda district of Gujarat experienced famine in the year 1917. The agricultural production was destroyed. Still, the British government, instead of waiving the tax, tried to collect tax from farmers. Under the leadership of Gandhiji, the farmers started satyagrah against the Britishers. Gandhiji took farmers that they would not pay the tax until the government accepted their demands. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel quit his practice as a lawyer as a mark of protest and joined Gandhiji. Gandhiji wrote a letter to the collector that if the tax of poor farmers was waived, then the richer farmers would pay the regular tax. At the end, the collector passed an order for the same in 1918 and the movement was successful. Second one, Jallianwala Bagh massacre. As a part of the protest against the Rowlatt Act, the people of Punjab announced a strike on 30th March and 6th April 1919. The condition of Amritsar was almost out of control, and looking at this, martial law was declared in Amritsar. A meeting was organized on 13th April in the Jallianwala Bagh to pay the tribute to martyrs and also to protest against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu. Approximately 10,000 people had gathered in this meeting. General Dyer blocked the only exit of the Bagh and ordered firing at the unarmed people gathered there. The firing started without any prior notice or warning. There were high walls around it, so people could not escape the constant firing. It stopped only when the soldiers ran out of ammunition. As per the official records, 379 died and 1200 were injured, but in reality, the casualties were much more than mentioned in the official reports. Gandhiji completely lost his faith in the British sense of justice and fairness. And here we come to the end of chapter number 7, following the Mahatma part 1. I hope you have got all the answers. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all the questions. Thank you for watching my video and do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.